Thank you for the thumbs up. Just working on this Archangel, or is it Archangel? Archangel? Yeah. Uh, yeah, so I got the pose from a model named Andrea Morani from Italy. Commissioned him to do some poses for me and did an excellent job. So I'm turning those all into art pieces for the upcoming Osaka Comic Con, which will be in 2 weeks. Hey, what's up there, Kenzo? Good to see you, bud. How you doing? Thanks, man. It's got a ways to go, but yeah, it's coming along. How you been? I've been working a lot in gouache lately. It's nice because you know, it's water soluble, it's easy to work with, for me at least. Ah, cool. You got a new place? Nice. I'm assuming the full Aussies hooked you up with some. It's doing well with you then. Welcome everybody who's come to check out the show. Sorry it's been a long time, but I don't know. Kind of like got to a point where I felt like I needed to really concentrate and honing in on some skills, do some studying, kind of go on a sabbatical. So one thing led to another, and now I'm just doing this. So so for this picture, amazingly, I'm only working with 4 colors here. I'm just working with turquoise blue, flame red, ivory black, and permanent white deep. I've been really hooked on like doing these four color or 4 paint pictures lately. Today's the first time I've worked with just black and 2 other colors and a white. Yeah, so this picture I've been working on for 2 days. I started on it yesterday. Where did I do yeah, I worked on the sketch and I did an underpainting last night. Lately, I've just been working to basically every night to the point where I'm falling asleep at the drafting table. And then last night was the same kind of thing. I was just painting and painting, and then I realized I wasn't really getting anything done with the painting, so went to bed, woke up this morning, and just basically erased or wiped off all of the painting I'd done, and then started again. And it helps a lot whenever you're actually conscious while you're painting instead of sleeping. Makes a big difference. So this is, I think, the last 3 or 4 weeks. I've done about on this size, it's an A4 size illustration board. Um, this one's got watercolor paper mounted on it, one with a very light tooth, so it's easy to work with, but, the first 10 I did were on, like, a very smooth surface illustration board. It wasn't very absorbent at all, no tooth, and I got some good work done with it, but I feel like this is a lot better with the medium, this type. I think the other one, the smooth one, would work better with whatchamacallit, like ink drawings or something like that. If you'd like to see any other ones I've done, just please ask, and I'll throw them up on here for you. I think I'm getting close by, don't I? Oh, yeah, they're right behind me. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 9 o'clock here right now, so I'll be working on this for another probably 3 or 4 hours. Probably 3 hours until I get sleepy. I actually got another piece that I'm working on at the moment. I got the sketch and inking done on it today, and it's always like I could easily leave these as black and white sketches and be happy with them, but there's a part of me that says you gotta challenge yourself with putting color on them. I'll be honest, whenever I put color on them, they feel like they come more to life. I mean, they work fine as black and white images, but, you know. Gotta challenge yourself. Thank you to everybody who's watching right now. Again, apologize. It's been forever since I did a live stream. I really like this pink in the background. So again, I'm only using um, flame red, permanent deep white, turquoise blue, and ivory black. So I'm using those four to try to get as much variety as possible. I took out a yellow in this one. I had a yellow at first, but then I took it out. Hmm. Yeah, putting that behind it really makes it pop out. So I always tell my students, sometimes I forget to do it myself. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them in the chat. That's better. Problem with gouache is when you put them down, they look really vibrant, but as soon as they dry, they turn very chalky. So I'm getting, and I've tried this Holben gloss varnish, spray varnish, just doesn't do what I want it to do. So I've ordered some wax. I can't remember the name of it, like Dolan's wax or something like that. And you can't buy it here in Japan. I have to get it ordered from the States or the UK, one of the two. And it's a wax that doesn't make the gouache bleed. And whenever you apply that to the gouache, it just really makes the colors pop out. So I'm going to use that, see what the results are like. I wonder what I should do with this bottom part down here. There we go. Don't know I'm feeling this yet. Let's blend it. Make it look like it's some kind of smoke or clouds coming up. Get a little bit more fun with it. It can work. Hmm. Can't decide what to do here. Hmm. I wonder what happens if I go in there with just white. It looks better, yeah. That could work. Let's just have fun with it. Don't think too much. Thank you again for the thumbs up. Hope any of you out there who are watching are enjoying it. Again, I'm working with the very limited palette here. Just 4 paints, including black, white, flame red, and turquoise blue. And again, if you have anything you'd like to ask or say, just post it in the comments there. Don't be shy. I was on Jacob Jacob Ironside show. What was it? Yesterday or 2 days ago? 2 days. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Today's Friday. Feels like Saturday for some reason. And, yeah, that was fun. We got to talk about Amadeus and, well, I mainly listened because everybody was a lot more knowledgeable about his history of music than I was. But I chilled out and drew a picture. There we go. Give you a little close-up look if anybody's watching out there. Sorry about this little dot in my camera. There's a scratch or something. I can't get it out. This is a close-up of what I've got going on so far. And again, this is gouache. Looks like we got a really good lineup for Osaka Comic Con. Ton of people coming out. Mm. Welcome to anybody out there watching. Hope you enjoy what you're seeing. If you have a comment, please leave one. So I am working from a reference photo. It's of the model Andrea Morani from Italy. If you have time, go check it out on Instagram. Welcome to the show. Anybody out there watching? It's been a while since I've done one of these, but yeah, felt like it was time to do one. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I like how this is turning out. Last night, I hit a wall. Today I feel a lot better about how it's going. This is what it looks like close up. I'll be right back. Oh, hey, what's up? Matt Damon Targaryen. Thank you. Matt Damon Targaryen. Is that you, Grant Gregory? Who Matt Damon Targaryen. Matt Damon. There we go. I like it. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm gonna get back to drawing here. Just in a second. Gonna put on some music. What do I choose? What do I choose? When I'm painting, I just kinda go all over the place, so bear with me. I'm gonna go underneath and get some of these, his wings here. Well, thanks for stopping by the stream, Matt Targaryen. Bet you're excited for the upcoming, season 2 of was it the House what's it called? House of what was it? How am I forgetting that? House of the Dragon. The House of the Dragon, yes. Yeah, I quite enjoyed season 1. There was only 1 episode I really wasn't a fan of. That was the second to last one. Other than that, I thought everything was great. I'm gonna go back in here and push these ones forward. Yeah, other than that one, um, yeah, I was just, looking forward to the second season. I haven't even watched the previews. I don't wanna see anything of what's coming up. I've kinda like I mean, I've read what it's based on, but it's been a long time, so I've forgotten a lot, and I kinda wanna be pleasantly surprised again. Shogun was an amazing well, it's got 1 more episode to go, but man, that movie hit on that TV series hit on so many levels. Yeah, yeah, I mean, sometimes you don't need, like, a whole bunch of well, for me, it's like the dialogue is what really drives a lot of, what makes those books and shows, you know, makes them great. Like Shogun, they had a lot of dialogue, and it's just really good, you know, interaction between the characters. You get to know them more. Action's cool and all, but in the end, you need more than just that to enjoy something. Well, I'm gonna push this back with some grays. Well, she, whatchamacallit, she had her selected, I think she was trying was translating, she was trying to protect him as well, and herself. It's gotta be a difficult job because people are so, you know, say the wrong thing, you could lose your head. There we go. So just using, again, just 3 colors on these wings, black, white, and turquoise blue. Uh, when does episode 9 come out? I thought it was just, oh, no, yes, I have seen episode 9, sorry. Episode 9, I've seen there's just 10 episodes, right? Uh, episodes 10. Yeah, there's just 10. Yeah, it's such a I remember whenever um, I read the book a long time ago. Yeah, Epson Night Christmas Sky. Hey, what's up, JT? How you doing? Yeah, episode 9, like yeah, the latest one, yeah. Yeah, I haven't read the book for a long time, but, I remember when I read the book and the events that happened in episode 9, I just had to put down the book, and it took me a while to get back to reading it again because yeah. For you those of you who've seen episode 9, you know what I'm talking about. How you doing there, Captain Phantom? Alright, let me get back to uh, okay. Alright, let's get back to this. What's up, Love It After Ever? Saying hi. Hello, how you doing there? Well, thank you. Sorry, I was just taking a had to write something real quick. Love It After. I don't believe how did you find out about the stream? Was this through Twitter or Instagram? Yeah, so, like, usually when I work with watercolors, I could finish a painting pretty much in about 2, 3, 4 hours, but the gouache ones take a lot longer to do. Like, I've been working on this one for, well, 2 days? I mean, not like entirety of 2 days, but, like, I worked on it for a few hours yesterday, Today I've worked on it for about, say, about 4 hours today, maybe a little bit more or less. But it's fun. It's really therapeutic. Oh, okay. Nice to see you there. Love it. Yeah, I haven't streamed on YouTube forever. Like, put the word out and then done it. So it's good to see some new faces here. So this is the last of the pictures that I'm doing of the model Andrea Morani from Italy, who I commissioned to do some poses for me. And he's does what you would call it. He's a professional model, amazing model. Um, yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I would love to do some work where I can be turned into like a superhero." So I've done. Oh, appreciate it. This is the. Oh, how many have I done with him in it? One, two, three, four, five. So this will be six. I don't know how well these are going to show up because they're in plastic, but so this is sixth one. Him as Archangel, unprofessional. Well, I mean, sure, I have before. Um, I actually had one of the first people I did was not a professional model, but she liked to take pictures of herself. So I asked if I could take pictures of her, and she said yes. So this is the first one I did. It was Wolverine. Uh, yeah, the plastics. The second one I did was a Batman. That these are all A4 illustration board. Then I did a Daredevil one. Then a Thor, and Nightcrawler. There we go. Oh yeah, yeah. I I don't do like your typical poppy comic art looking stuff. I do a lot of. I try to combine fine art with. Thank you. Yeah, the Nightcrawler one. I changed that one a lot. I worked on that one a lot, so I'm happy how it turned out. Ooh, that's strong. I'm having some coffee with some liquor in it. It's from Okinawa. I needed something to kind of give me a spark. Oh, Brittany, that's you. Okay, of course. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All the yeah, you always comment, and I didn't recognize "Love It," but I recognize Brittany. There we go. I just had to look on Twitter to try to find out who it was. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate you. You always share the work, comment, and appreciate that. I'll get back to painting here. My goal is I wanna get, um, 4 posters done. I can't choose which artwork to do because 'cause I'm really happy with these superhero ones, but I've also done some of, like, the lady models, and I thought that a couple of those would look good as posters as well. It's just I've got so many, I don't know which one to choose. It's like this is Olga from Russia, another lady from Colombia, then Argentina. I got her to do a photo shoot for me. There's another one, Olga. It's really and this is of Gaudi from Mexico. She did this, one, photo shoot where she was dressed up as a warrior, so I did, like, a bunch of those. I just don't know which ones to turn into posters. Oh, thank you. I really like the back muscles in this one and the kimono, and then I think this one would be very popular. Yeah, it's so difficult. The other day, I had to choose, whatchamacallit, I'm submitting some figure drawings. "Hey, what's up, lovely Sherry? Been a long time. How you doing?" Um, but submitting some, figure drawing work to an exhibition in Scotland. It's part of a group that I'm in. And we had to choose it's a juried, exhibition, so there are prizes and all for the winners. And so from a whole years of yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry it's been such a long time. I've been it's a long story, but I just basically felt like I needed to concentrate on trying to improve my work. I'd hit a wall, and I felt like I needed to up my game, find something, and so I just kinda took a break from stuff, gradually coming back. But we had, to choose only 2 pictures to submit from a whole year's worth of figure drawing, and I had, like, 200 over 200 pictures to choose from. It's like, just choosing 2? That's virtually impossible. But I got some help from everybody on Twitter, and I took everybody's opinions into account. Yeah, but I feel like what the break I took was good, though, and it allowed me to kind of focus in on what I was wanting to achieve. Um, felt I was kinda, like, losing track of where I was going with things, so I had to get refocused. So I'm really happy with where these, gouache pieces are going. It's a medium I feel very confident with, and, I just having fun doing them. But thank you for stopping by and checking out. You're always good at supporting everybody. And again, if you have any questions or anything you'd like to ask or about, feel free. I have the tendency of just kinda going all over the picture. Start working in one area, and the next thing I know, I'm working on a completely different area. Oh, thank you, lovely. I, uh, I think what was, what should we call it? Sometimes, I got to a point where I kind of I wasn't enjoying the process as much as I wanted to be. So I kind of had to take a step back and look at it and kind of dissect why that was happening. And then I realized I wasn't, I was kind of like hitting a plateau as far as like my work was concerned. I didn't like that. So it's like, what do I need to do? How do I need to approach this? So I spent a lot of time just watching other artists' videos, looking at books, doing some reading, doing some practicing. And yeah, I think it helped a lot. But I say that now, and then like, a couple months from now, I'll be like, okay, it's time to, you know, push it up another level again. But no, I feel really good about the squash. Like it's been really difficult for me to get like a consistent um, like kind of portfolio of work, but I feel like I've done almost 20 of these, and they all look like they're done by the same artist, which for me is an achievement. I think it was about 3 years ago. I went to Tokyo, and I brought my portfolio with me, and I was looking around to exhibit at a gallery, and I got I know, but hey, um, I am my worst critic, but I think it's necessary though to be hard on yourself. What was I saying? Yeah, so I went to the gallery, a couple galleries, and you know, asked about whether or not I could, exhibit there. And they liked my work. They complimented me on it, but they said the problem was it's like it looked like 10 different artists had been working on it. And I was like, yeah, I understand. They said when customers come, they're fine with that. The gallery people, they said, we're fine with it. It's just like a lot of the customers, when they're come, they'll be confused. They don't know what's going on. And so it's better to have like a consistent portfolio of work, which I feel like I've yeah, I know. So for me too, if you've ever gone, I went to uh, Dali's gallery or museum when I was in Spain, and it was like, I mean, of course, it's work from all like during his whole career, but it was like completely different artwork from many different stages. But for me, I enjoyed that because I don't know. I think maybe it's a little bit easier with now that I'm like doing these models and stuff, and I'm working from real life. But whenever you've got something that you want to convey, maybe one style doesn't work to do that, and so you have to switch things up. So that's kind of how I used to be when it came with abstract art and stuff like that. But now, whenever I'm doing this kind of illustration work, okay, it's like, okay, I think I've got my style going on here, so, you know, yeah. But again, I say that now, who knows what it'll look like 10, 20 years from now. Where did my brush go? Oh, there it is. What are you doing over here? So the challenge about working with gouache is to try to get really smooth transitions. Like, it comes up off the paper because this is illustration board with mounted watercolor paper on it. So you can't use like a whole lot of pressure because it'll remove the paint underneath it because it's all water-based. It's basically just thick watercolors. So you really got to watch out with your pressure because it'll just lift right up off the paper. But you can still do layering and everything with it. And I bet that if I was to actually, it, I could spray like a fix it over this, and that would keep it. That would help keep it from coming off the paper. But I'm too lazy. Okay, so I would show you my palette right now, but it's a complete mess. But I'll show you what colors I'm using for this one. For this one, I'm just using, where's that? Well, I'm not even using that. I'm using this gouache, Holbein gouache, turquoise blue, ivory black, flame red, and permanent deep white. That's all I'm using for this one. Just four. Lately, all of my pictures have only been using four colors for each one. So, for example, the Nightcrawler, this one I used lemon yellow, flame red, ultramarine blue, and white. Um, a little bit of warm and cool colors. Um, for example, the Wolverine, I used permanent deep green, permanent white, um, flame red, and lemon yellow. Yeah, and I used the same colors for my Thor, Daredevil. This I used the same color scheme with the Thor. So even though Thor's clothes are blue, I used green, and I tried to give like this cool feeling to it. So there's no blue in here at all. It's just using red and green together to make kind of like a dirty color and then add some white in that to make it grayish. So you get these gray looking colors in there as well. Yeah, this grayish looking, that's all just green and red mixed together with white. And the Daredevil, this is also just like green, red, blue, green, red, white, and yellow. Yeah, and the Batman as well, same 4 colors. So this gray is all made by mixing green and red, because when you mix green and red, you're basically mixing your 3 primary colors. Because red and then green is made of blue and yellow, so by mixing all 3 of your primary colors, you get like a brownish tint. Oh, no, I didn't mix yellow with that. No, sorry, I'm lying. I just mixed oh, no, no, I just yeah, I mixed green and red together, and then you mix that with white, and it makes it gray look. Yeah. Do I dabble in acrylics, oils, or waters? Yes, I do everything. If you look shoot, if you look on my Instagram here, I'll put my Instagram up here. Hold on a second. If you look at my Instagram, you can see like a whole bunch of no. Um, I work with acrylics, oils, watercolors. Uh, yeah, a little bit of everything. And I go through phases. I go through phases as well. Sometimes I'll work like strictly in watercolors. Sometimes I'll work strictly in acrylics. I'll go through oils. Um, I'm trying to look at hold on a second. So this is a recent oil painting that I did. Hey, what's up there, Mr. Tickle Trunk? Thank you. This is an oil painting I did of a model. I bought her set, and yeah. And this is again only using 4 colors. I think I only used 4 colors. Yeah. Ended up putting some kind of dragon beast in there with her. So yeah, quite like how that one turned out, to be honest. Hold on one second. So, like I said before, these gouache ones can look really pastelish afterwards, but I'm getting a wax that'll put a varnish on it, and the wax won't remove it from the paper. Hopefully. All right, let's get back to work here. So I'm emailing while I'm doing this. Got the computer right next to me. So yeah, that was an example of an oil painting. I've got a lot of more oil paintings hanging around here. There's watercolors. There's a recent one I did of Lord of the Rings that was in watercolor. See, I'm going to bring it up here. It's right here, actually. This is all watercolor, so it's a transparent medium. These are the Dead Army. Yeah, that's all watercolor. And then I work like in inks or acrylics. Do I have an acrylic on hand? It's my portfolio is kind of over there. But if you have a look at my Instagram page, you can see a really good collection of all the work I've been doing. All right, let me get back to this. Oh, thank you. Bigelow, how you doing? Thank you. Arigato. Yeah, I'm trying to get some of these done. Trying to get about maybe 5 more of this size picture done by the time Comic Con rolls around. So I'm losing my voice. And I've actually got an idea of in Osaka, uh, Universal Studios is in Osaka. So I had the idea of going to Universal Studios with my sketchbook. Yes, and the dead keep it. Exactly. That's the point where I'm drawing. Um, I just read that book I finished reading that book here a while back again. It's so good. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I'm gonna go to thinking of going to Universal Studios with my sketchbook. Hello, Grant Mathewson. How are you doing? Good afternoon. And I was hoping to go there and sit down and just sketch at the Harry Potter Park of USJ. Yeah, sorry, I'm losing my voice. And then yeah, and then kind of have those pictures at my booth as well. For all of you joining, this is Archangel, and this is I got a professional Italian model to do some poses for me. He did a wonderful job, and now I'm translating those into certain characters. And it's a bit difficult because the poses are very they're reminiscent of Paul Rubens, Caravaggio, Michelangelo, mainly those. And so they're not your typical superhero poses. And I was really happy. That's what we really wanted to do something that was a bit unique, not your typical comic style pose. So he used a lot of extreme lighting, some chiaroscuro techniques, which I love. If you've ever looked at Caravaggio, you can see a lot of great chiaroscuro techniques there. And now I'm trying to get this piece done. I think this is gonna take me another probably 5 or 6 hours to work on this to get it finished. I don't think I'll be finishing it tonight. But I'm really taking my time with these, and I think that's something that I wasn't doing in the past. I was really kind of trying to get something done within a certain time limit, but these I'm trying to be more. Oh, hey, what's up, Novus? Oh, Frank Frazetta, of course. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Frank Frazetta. When I sent him references, I sent him Frazetta as well, but mainly we were looking at um, Rubens, Paul Rubens, Caravaggio. Sorry, I apologize. Because he does uh, the majority of his modeling work. Uh, I mean, he works in Italy. He works all over the world, but he's based in Italy, and so he works at like Italian Renaissance painter studios. So he does a lot of those kind of um, you know themes. So I think this was something that was kind of a first for him. Yeah, well, you can't go wrong with Frazetta and Mr. Ross. Yes, now Mr. Alexander Alex Ross, he does. He has all of his paintings are done with models. He's got a studio where he does photography with them, and I would love to do that, but problem is I'm in Japan, and well, it's I could, make differences afterwards, but the body type of a Japanese person is a bit different than that of you know, a European. So what I'm looking for right now is more that kind of European style of a figure. Hello, LDG Free the Net. How you doing? Ah, yes, right here. Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time on this right here. So I haven't even started over here. This one's what I'll do is I'll work on one part for a while, then I'll just unconsciously meander over to another part because I think the good part of a a good way to do a picture is to kind of like approach different parts of the painting all at not just not just one area and finish it because you'll end up having an area that looks great by itself, but then when you start working on other places, the balance doesn't work out or whatever. So, oh, it's kami-san, megalo. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi. Arigato kite kurete. So, yeah, just to let you know, while you're here, I will be, Angry Canadian is gonna be my assistant for Osaka Comic Con, and we're gonna do some live art stream from the Comic Con. So, be on the look for out for that. We're gonna do 2. Oh, thank you, Novus. Thank you. I've actually got them right here. I haven't finished it yet, to be honest. I've still got a few more, poses from that I really liked from the set that I ordered from here. Um, so I gotta work on those. These are the elf ones. This is that's the last one I did. I think that was the second one I did of that series. Oh, this was the first one that I did, and then I think that was the third. Her skin started getting very copperish looking. Yeah, yeah, I'm happy with those. Still got more to do though. I just need more time. I've got some more pictures from this set as well of the female warrior. So I'll be doing like maybe 2 or 3 more pictures from this series. as well. I really like her foot. Yeah. All right. Let's get back to work. Hey, Pops, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you for having me on your show the other day. If you guys have let me put a link to that actually in the chat. Um, Pops had me on his show the other day. And yeah, we had a great time just sitting down, chilling, talking about a little bit of this and that. And it was wonderful. It's always a pleasure to be on there. Let me try to find the link to it. Oh, here we go. So here's a link to the video. We basically sit down and talk pop culture and art. While you're at it, subscribe to his channel. All right, let's get back to work. So this is the first time I've ever done a picture of Archangel. What I do is I like the old school designs of most characters, so I tend to stick with that. I really want to push these wings back. Well, I just kind of I know I'm maybe this is ignorant of myself, but I just do what I want to do, paint what I want to paint, and kind of ignore everything else that's going on. I mean, I'll watch like other artists' streams, a comic artist, uh, and I'll get tips and hints and learn a little bit from this guy and that guy. But when it comes right down to it, you gotta make your stuff look like it's your own. It's got to be you. So I'll be painting a picture and I'll start thinking of like Frazetta or something, and then I have to tell myself, okay, it's okay to like appreciate his work, but don't try to be him. Find your own path. You could take some things from him, apply them in your artwork, but you got to find your own path as well. There we go. So I want this shadow on his leg to pop out. So I gotta put this highlight in the wing. It's all about lights and darks, lights and darks. It's been a while I've done this where I'm talking and drawing at the same time. You kinda gotta get into, like, a rhythm of drawing and then looking up at the screen, going back down, and yeah, it's a different kind of experience. I've always enjoyed it. I wanna leave this like it is right there, so I might pop up some of these values. Really make it look like it's shining. Hmm. I don't like how this little part's sticking out right here, but it's working now, maybe. Yeah, if I just make this all a bit dark. There we go. It's close up of what I'm doing here. I always talk about this, but, like, after Osaka, what are the remaining Jap well, yeah. So, Japan only has 3 big Comic Cons. One's in Okinawa, one's in Tokyo, one's in Osaka. And Osaka, Okinawa and Tokyo Comic Cons are basically, like, a week apart from each other. So, there's Osaka Comic Con is in May, Okinawa Comic Con is at the end of November, and Tokyo Comic Con is, the 1st week of December. Oh, no, no, wait. Yeah, yeah, well, Okinawa Comic Con is basically, um, the 1st weekend of December, and Tokyo Comic Con is the 2nd week. So I have 2 back and forth, and then there's a 5-month break, then I have this, and then I have another 7-month break. So it's too long between them, and I honestly wanna do more, but they just don't have anything here other than those. And to go all the way to the States, it would just cost me an arm and a leg. My pleasure. Have you been watching Shogun? Oh, yes. The original one's really good too. I haven't watched that one forever. The new one's really nice. Sekigahara? I haven't seen that. 2017. Hmm. I'll have to check that out. Okay, let's get back to this. What time is it? Oh, 10:30. Actually, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go feed the cats. Be right back. Here's a close-up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. There we go. Yes, they were begging. It's 10:30 at night here right now. I usually feed them around 10. All right. Where am I here again? Okay, here we go. Okay, I like what's going on here with this, but I think I need to cast shadow. Or do I? I don't necessarily need one. I can apply that the arm is forward on this one. What I like about gouaches too is you can blend them by just going in there with the kind of a dry brush, and it just picks just a little wet, just a tad bit wet, and you can get some nice good volume blending done. Let's go back in here. I'm hoping to get this one done by tomorrow. Got most of the body done. Give him a bigger shoulder here. There we go. That's better. So whenever I do these pictures, I start off with a black and white pen illustration first. Then I go over that with, actually, no, I start with pencil first, then I go over it with pen and ink, which all the pen and ink basically, well, not all of it, but the majority of it gets lost. And then after that, I paint it with gouache. And then this time around, it should be arriving this next week. I'm getting in some gouache wax, some wax that you use on your gouache as a varnish. Well, not as a varnish, but as a sealer. And it'll make all these colors really pop. There we go. Again, I start working in one place, next thing I know, I'm somewhere completely different in the body. Paint it black. Yeah, it's a good song. What's up, low spec? It's been a while. It's Penguin. How you been doing? So I actually tried something today. I don't know if I'm gonna succeed or not, but another artist recommended that I try to submit my artwork for comic book cards, which is a fantastic idea. It's a way for you to get recognized as an official comic artist. And he sent me the link to this one company that does DC comic book art, comic book cards, and he told me to submit my work there. Yeah, I saw, man, working on the outdoor kitchen, looking good. And yeah, so I sent them an email and submitted my work, and now waiting on the reply. See how it goes. Because a good point about like the Cole Comic Con thing is there's a limited number of them here, and for me to go back to the States, it's just I'm gonna lose money doing it unless I was able to attend like 4 or 5 cons during my stay there. So, I wanna try to find other venues of not just commissions, but, consistent work, and that involves me upping my game, which is what I'm trying to do right now. Another thing been doing, speaking of Frazetta, is, I was watching a David Finch stream, the comic book artist David Finch, not to be confused with David Fincher, but, he recommended, an anatomy book by that, Frank Frazetta studied with. So I was able to find a PDF of that. That would be cool. I mean, that's something nice to work on. Oh, there's a baby crying. My sister-in-law is staying with us at the moment. She's got a newborn, so you might hear a baby crying. She stayed with us until, her and her husband, he got transferred, so they have to find a new place to live in a new city. So until they find their place, they're gonna be staying with us. Yeah, definitely keep me in mind whenever you're thinking about doing that book. Are you guys thinking about doing some like an entire, or is it like a is it a series or is it a one-off or how's it work? I know it's probably difficult to oh, no, it's a graphic novel, sorry. Is it like a one or is it like a few or I know you probably don't wanna reveal everything on here or it might be difficult to get it all into the chat, but oh, okay, okay. When you say "we," how many people do you have on your team? Or how many people are working on the project, if you don't mind me asking? Hmm, can't believe I'm gonna be in Osaka here within a week and a day. I'm getting there about so I'm get there on this Sunday before the Comic Con starts, so I have 5 days. Yes, Osaka Joe. I haven't been there for a long time. Yeah, that's another idea. I could go there and do some sketching. And then what I do is I bring my sketchbook to the con, and I just basically take pages out of it and put those up for sale as well. Yeah, I'm trying to get the shadow in this next to its foot here. I really want the shadow to pop out. I might mix a little bit of no, well, actually, I don't know. I haven't decided. I think what I need to do is zone out with this picture. I'm like really conscious of what I'm doing, with a lot of it. So I just kind of zone out, kind of let things take off on their own. Well, it's been a long time since I've done one of these, but there's a lot of you that showed up tonight. I really, really appreciate it. I wasn't expecting to see so many people. Oh, this arm has really come out good. But I think I can just brighten up just a little tad bit more. I'm going to blend this part right here into the background a bit. It's too clean. Get a little sloppy in there. There we go. And that'll push me even further back. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Oh, cool. I could use the coffee right now. Actually, I do have some coffee, but it is filled with liquor. I will have another sip. Oh, that's strong. Oh boy. Hey, what's up, Angry? How you doing, man? Trying to get another piece done here for the con. So everybody, Angry right here is going to be helping me out at Osaka Comic Con. Thank you very much, man. Should be fun. Just have to try to keep you away from the. Just have to keep you away from the Legos. AC does rock. I'm going to carry this down just a little bit. AC, so we gotta get this sold. The con. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Gonna be here any right around the corner. I'll brighten this up a bit too. This character, this is from X-Men. Well, X-Men, X Factor, the X series. It's Archangel. He was one of the original X-Men. Used to have um, feathered wings. I think he might have them again, but then they got removed by Apocalypse. Apocalypse gave him these metallic ones, which are so much cooler. And then I haven't been paying attention to what's happened with X-Men for a long time, but I think I left stopped reading them at a good point. Yeah, X-Men's got some cool characters in it, man. I haven't watched any of the new X-Men '97. Yes, the Feather Blues do extra um, I don't know if you can actually I guess he can fire them, can he? Yeah, the wings were the one part I'm like, "Ooh, this is gonna be challenging," but they're ending up being, like, one of the funner parts of the picture. Well, the whole picture's fun, but I'm really enjoying working on these wings. Alright, Angry. Yeah, I'm gonna probably head off here a few minutes myself. It's almost 11 o'clock, and I've been painting since, I would say, I'll probably quit around the 3-hour mark here in about 15 minutes or so. But thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, we'll be seeing each other soon. It's about letting this paint dry and going back on top of it, being very, very light, not trying to put any pressure on there at all. I actually bought a bigger palette the other day. I don't work on a paper palette. I work on well, I'll show you what my palette looks like. This is my palette. So white's up here. I'm only using white, this red, turquoise blue, and black. Usually, well, no, it's always this crappy. I like messy. But this is like it's like a plasticky ceramic kind of material, and it works really good for cleaning and everything. Easy to clean. I only use watercolors and gouache in it, though. I don't use acrylics or oils. Oils, I have a paper palette that is gray. Oh, thank you, Anonymous. Welcome. Yeah, I've been working really hard on those, and it's like now the wings have kind of taken front stage, so I gotta do something with the to make the body well, I don't want it to compete with it, but to not get lost. I think it might just be a case of going in there with some shadows. Hey, what's up, Gray Soul? Yeah, it's been a while. Sorry about that. Yeah, I been on a bit of a hiatus. Yeah, if I go back in here with some black shadows, I think I'll be able to pop out a lot of things in the body. The good thing about doing a live stream too is you can look over at the computer screen and you can see what your painting looks like from like far away. Mm. Have you been doing there, Gray Soul? I need to outline his body a bit right here. I don't think I can't remember doing a live stream on a Friday night ever. Well, this is Friday night for me, Friday morning for you guys, for some of you. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just busy drawing and painting every day. I mean, I'm not kidding. The last few months, I've just been almost every day, and then I'll fall asleep at the drafting table, just nodding off while I'm painting, trying to get better, work harder. So I've been doing a lot of experimenting with gouache. This medium I'm working with here tonight. Feel like it's going pretty good. Oh, yeah, man. Same to you. Same to you. Oh, I need to put this up here. So here in a few days, I'll be in Osaka at the table. Again, man, if you look at the lineup of artists coming, there's some really great artists that I'll be working beside. And yeah, but I've already got some commissions ready to. I actually need to start working on some of those, but I want to get stuff that to display done first, and then I'll work on my commissions before the con. I go a week early so I can do that. I'll sit in my hotel room and bust out the art materials and just start working on the commissions. For Osaka, no, Tokyo and Okinawa Comic Con combined, I had over 70 commissions that I worked on. I mean, I was, oof, that's very thankful and happy for him. But yeah, I was burnt out, dude. Love this song. I'm gonna just leave this area black up here. I don't think I'm gonna color it in. Make it look like it's still pushed back there. I can darken these up though. That works. Actually, I think I kind of want to darken these up back here too, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then leave that bright there. Bring some white up. Yeah, that works. That works a lot. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Bring that down just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I think that's not my name. Oh no, that's Jameson. I think I'm going to call it a night. It's almost 11 o'clock. Well, actually, no, it is 11 o'clock here. It's 11 o'clock. I've been working for almost 3 hours, and it gets to a point where my focus, my eyes start going in and out of focus. So when it comes to that point, it's time to put down the brush, call it a night, and come back fresh and ready to go the next day. And tomorrow, I won't have anything. I don't have anything on tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, so I'll just keep on working on this. Some Helldivers art. Oh, Helldivers, yeah, that's the game. I am not a gamer at all, so I would have to like get I'd have to get suggestions for people, but it does look cool. Yeah. That's with the big bugs, right? I remember seeing somebody do something with that stuff. For democracy. Yeah, I'd be up for working on something like that. Definitely. Uh, I need to. I do need to do more work with like that kind of armored soldiers, monster bug stuff. I always like the look of it. And now that I'm practicing with these gouache, it's well, thank you, Grant. Um, it would be a lot easier to work with that kind of subject matter with these paints, more so than acrylics or oils or watercolors. I think I could get a lot more. Um, oh, I kind of like that right there, like that. Let's see what happens if I pull it forward a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I'm gonna probably call it a night here, guys. My eyes are starting to. Say that, but I can't put down the brush. All right, yeah. I'm gonna call it a night tonight. All right, guys. Good to see y'all here. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the show. Whenever I start working on this again, I'll do some more live streaming. But there it is right now. That's how it looks. The Yeah, it's coming along pretty well, and hopefully I'll be able to finish it within like by tomorrow. This is it upside down. Yeah, the wings are definitely. I think they're winning so far. So I need to go back into the body and do some work there. But I might darken up the face, bring in some shadows, and really pop this stuff out. Thank you, Novus. Appreciate it, guys. All right, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Good night. Sayonara.